What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. This is G Money with G Money University. By the title of the video, we're gonna get straight into it. It's a quick video today. This is the #1 day trading strategy to make $947 in less than 24 hours. Let's get right into it. All right, so now that we're here looking at the chart, my first step when I'm looking for a trade is to find out what trend I'm in. I need to know my bias. Am I looking for buys or am I looking for sells? Come down to the 5-minute chart. Here, I see higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs. Cool. So now I know my bias for the morning. I'm looking for buys. My second step, I'll come to the 15-minute chart and I need to find my support and resistance levels. All right. So the clear one, we're going to see right here. You see how this is resistance, price broke through and closed above, turning it to support. So I'm just going to mark that off. I see a floor, right? Now a support level. So I'm just going to mark these off. So now I know that if we're above this resistance level, I know if price comes down, retest this level as support, I can look for buys, correct? All I need is a break of structure. So now that I have support and resistance levels broke down, go back to my 5-minute chart. This is where I take my trades from. Now this color boxes right here are my trading session. It's just an indicator I have to show me what sessions I'm in so I can have more discipline to only trade in my specific times. With US 30, NASDAQ as well, I only take a trade from 6:30 to 8:30. So right now, you can see it's early in the market. It's before 6:30 a.m. So all I'm doing right now is watching price and marking out levels. Now, before I let price play out, I want you guys to see another level we have right here as a resistance level. So I marked this out as resistance. So all I need is price to come up and close above a resistance level, turning it to support for me to take my buy. I know I'm going to look for a 1-to-3 risk to reward ratio or a 1-to-5 risk to reward. That's what I normally go for. So let's let price play out. Okay, so at this move, I'm going to actively be marking my charts down so I have a clear idea and clear levels to where I'm going to take my trade from. You can see we've now made another support and resistance level. You see price came down, made a low, comes up and breaks this low. So I'm going to mark this down as a support level, which has now been broken and been turned into resistance. All right, so now I'm still looking for buys. Price is coming down with a big candle to the downside. However, I know my bias is for buys. So all I'm looking is for a retest of this level or a break of structure to where resistance is now turned into support. Let's let price play out. Okay, boom. So this level, again, actively marking my charts as price is moving before 6:30. Right now we're at 6:15, so we're getting close. So I'm going to actively mark these levels out. Again, we have a resistance level, comes down, makes support, breaks support, closes below this. So this is now a resistance level, comes down, makes another support and resistance level here, right? You can mark this down, right? So this is a floor. Price broke through this support level, turning it to resistance, came down, made a bottom. So it made a support level. If I even wanted to pull this over, I can see that this was previous support and resistance, comes down, respects this support level, and then breaks below. So I'm still actively looking, still actively marking down my charts. It's 6:15. Let's let price play out. Boom. Come down. All right. So if you want, I can mark this level out. This is what I had right here. This is what I took my trade based off of because this is now a resistance level. So I want resistance to turn to support to take a buy. So I have my resistance level marked out right here. Okay, we let price play out. All I need to take my trade, I know that I have my trend. I know I'm looking for buys. I've marked out support and resistance levels. So now I know I need my resistance level to be broken and closed above so I can take a long. Let's let price play out. Price is still going down. We're coming down to this once was resistance, which is now support. You can even box these off instead of a line because it's not a line, it's an area that price is going to come down and possibly reverse off of. So you see, you make it an area, price comes down, taps into this, wakes up, creates support, breaks support, and is back in this level, correct? Now let's let price play out. So this candlestick right here, this is where I got into my trade. However, I explained to you guys in previous videos, I'm a little of an aggressive trader. So I don't wait until the candlestick closes. And this is the exact reason why. If I waited until this candlestick closed to enter my buy, we've passed 1, 2, 3, 4 levels that I could have got into my trade as a confluence. So if I, just from starting here, if I got in when it closed, I would have missed 49 pips. That's a lot of pips. 50 points I missed just by waiting for the candlestick to close. So this specific trade, which I'll go ahead and I'll put the results right up here so you guys can see the results. So I made $947 off of this trade, and I'm going to explain to you how. So I got into this trade after this resistance level, correct? This is a roof. Price came up, made a roof, bounced down. So all I needed is price to start coming up above this, show me volatility, right? I have volatility in the market, a lot of volume. And then I have price come up, break structure. You can even place a trend line. So I use trend lines to help me out, right? So all I needed is price to come up, close above one of these resistance levels and turn it into support. So I took my buy right here. This is where I got into the trade. And again, I've put the profits up so you've seen. So this is where I got into my trade. Okay, let me show you how I made $947 in less than 24 hours. I entered my trade here. This was a buy. So at this point, I put my stops right below this previous support level. So at this moment, we've looked on the 5-minute chart. We found our trend, right? We know we're in an uptrend, so we trade with the trend. So we got in buys. Okay, I marked out support and resistance levels. All I needed is a resistance level to be broken on a lower time frame. Okay, price also came down, retested a previous area of resistance, turning it into support. So you know, once price comes down here, breaks this level, I'm jumping in for a trade. So I get into my trade here. This is about a 29-point stop loss. My trades, my risk to reward are 1 to 5 minimum. Sometimes 1 to 3 depending on how the market is, but I'm going for a 1 to 5 every single time. So my take profit was all the way up here. Okay, you see this is a 1 to 5 risk to reward. I'm risking 29 points to get 150 points. I got way more than that in this trade simply because I use a trailing stop, meaning that once my price comes up here, I'm just moving my stop loss into profit until I get stopped out. Okay, now look how price plays out. Beautiful, beautiful. 1 to 5 risk reward. This is the best #1 day trading strategy on how to make $947 within 24 hours. And realistically, if you count each one of these candlesticks, you have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 minutes. Within 25 minutes, I made $947. Let that sink in. On a Monday, start of the week, I was only on the market for 20 minutes. 6:30 comes, I take my trade. Price comes down, retests previous resistance, turning it to support. Price jumps up, breaks a resistance level, again turning it to support. So now I know that's my confluence. Boom. It also broke this trend line. So I took my trade here. We have volatility in the market, breaks of structure, a retest of previous resistance. These are all confluences I needed to take my trade. So I went all for it. I went to hit the home run. Boom. Let's let price keep playing out. Price just skyrocketed. Jesus. Just kept going. So I'm moving my trade. Right about here is where I took my trade out, because once price starts coming down like this, I got a little nervous. I'm like, all right, I made my profit for the day. My goal is $1,000 a day, Monday through Friday, and I made my money. Got in, got out. So thank you for watching, guys. This is another video on how to make the best #1 day trading strategy to make $947 in less than 24 hours. Keep watching, keep looking in the markets, keep watching my video. Like, comment, subscribe if you like anything that I be posting. If you want to learn how to quit your day job and make $900, $200, $500, $600 on a day-to-day basis, Monday through Friday, keep watching my videos. Let's make this money together, pimp. All right, late.